Hey everyone, it's been a while. Happy New Year. It is January 2nd, so happy belated New Year. Happy 2025. I can't believe we're in the middle of the decade right now. That's crazy. Gosh, I'm like so congested. Big channel updates. I have like 3, 4 major life updates that will basically affect my content moving forward. I made a separate channel, and I don't know if this video in particular is going to be on my main channel that has my real name or on Kathy's Catalog, which is my second channel. I've been going back and forth with this decision for the past couple months, but I realized that for my main channel, at least in particular, I really want to go all in on video essays. And if you're new to my YouTube, this may come as a surprise, but if you know me in real life, it's actually not that big of a surprise. I graduated college in May of last year, and college wasn't exactly like a traditional, sort of like party-esque, like best years of my life type moment for me. But I did learn a lot in college, and I really do appreciate the fact that I had to take a lot of art history classes in college, and it just made me like completely nerd out, and it helped me realize how much I love doing research and writing essays. Like I took, I think 4 art history classes outside of like the main ones that were required for my major. And through that art history practice of like writing essays and doing analysis and research and all of that stuff, it helped me create my thesis project. It helped me have a deeper appreciation for visual culture, visual research. I became a better writer as a result, and it's just something that I really love and I want to dig deeper into. I've done a couple of video essays in the past. I think my most viral video, The Artist Way, even though it was an introduction to a series of vlogs that I was doing, it was definitely in essence a video essay. And I think I've even described it as a video essay in my reflection video that I uploaded a few months ago. But yeah, I think I've decided to create a separate sort of like vlog channel under the name Kathy's Catalog, because I realized that I want to compartmentalize my life a little bit more and not throw all my eggs into one basket. I think it's this weird sort of thing of like having a lot of like different hobbies and different ambitions, and me, I guess, wanting to be sort of like an influencer, like lifestyle type YouTuber since I was in high school. And I think with me wanting to take myself more seriously in college, like I ended up missing creating especially like these types of like very casual videos where it's just me and the camera. I'm not really talking about anything else. I kind of miss not being serious. Like I miss being unhinged in front of the camera. And I feel like whenever I try to upload vlogs like on my main channel proper, like with my name on it, I end up like taking myself a little too seriously, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So yeah, going into 2025, things are gonna look a little different, and I have like over a dozen video essay ideas I want to get into. I know some people say things like, don't say what you're gonna do out loud until you've already done it. Like, don't share your plans and like your successes to the world before they're even done. And maybe this is like one of the cases, but no, I'm being intentional here. I feel like with that pitch video that I did for my thesis last year, it was basically like me putting the pressure on myself to basically bust my ass from January to April to get that thesis done. Because again, it was a pitch video. Like it was me talking about what I was going to do. And because I said it out loud, it's like oh, well, now the pressure's on. Like, I have to actually commit to what I set out to do and what I said I was going to do the months leading up to me like actually finishing that project. So think of this as like my plan slash pitch. I'm excited to get into like video essays proper, and then also just having a separate space to put these more casual, just me videos on. I am being a little bit of like a business marketing woman right now, and as much as I enjoy YouTube as a hobby, I do think it is something that I genuinely want to not capitalize on, but like I want this to be bigger than what it already is. Video making, scripting, editing are things that I personally genuinely enjoy doing, but because it's something that I've done consistently since I was in high school, like I learned how to video edit in middle school using like freaking Windows like Movie Maker, and it was really crappy. But again, like it's something that I do want to turn it into a career, or at least a part of my career as an artist, as a creative. I've done some video work for friends of mine. I've obviously done it for myself, but I just want my video creations to be bigger than myself and bigger than what it is now. So those are my intentions with creating a second channel, and my main plan of 2025 to go all in on video essays. So yeah, that's like major life update number one. Should I go in with concealer? I don't know if I should. I'll do eyeshadow. I'll do the stick. Okay, major life update number two. I finished my corporate job. I finished my corporate contract. My last day was on New Year's Eve, and I ended up making like a silly little TikTok and Instagram reel on that day, and just, you know, kind of vlogged the whole thing. I'm free! I'm free! Ah! I feel like that Nicole Kidman meme right now after her divorce. And now I have to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do for the next couple months. I don't think I've ever felt more free in my life. Like, it's so crazy. I didn't expect to even land a corporate job that soon after graduating. I got the job in September, and a part of me kind of just gave up on the inside at that time and thought like, I'm not getting a job this year, it's fine. But this job ended up like landing on my lap because a recruiter called me on like a random Wednesday in August, and I happened to pick up the call. It really sucks that the job market is so abysmal right now, that especially for fresh graduates like me, it is kind of upsetting that the only way that I was able to get a job was through a recruiter, even though it isn't directly related to what I want to do as a job or in my career. Like, I still learned a lot, and I'm really, really grateful for that first big girl corporate job experience. Like, this was my first in-person job as well. This is my first time like having to commit to like a 9 to 5 in-office schedule, so that challenged me in a lot of ways. I don't know how I feel about this. I've been really in love with this eyeshadow stick recently, and I've just been enjoying making these sort of like icy silver, like Y2K inspired type looks. It sets really quickly and I have to work pretty fast, but I'm working so slow. Okay, major life update number 3. I am going to Texas next week to get a nose job. I know. But oh my gosh, like, you're so beautiful just the way you are. Like, you're already perfect. Like, you don't need surgery. Bestie, we live in a society where beauty equals wealth. Beauty equals status. Beauty equals wisdom. Beauty is social capital. We don't live in a utopia. The world has not progressed to the point where we all can believe that everyone is beautiful just the way they are. Insert that One Direction song from 2012.
I'm gonna keep it so real with you. You should already be out the door because I've already had cosmetic enhancements since like 2021. And y'all really have to stop normalizing making comments like these and just let women do whatever the fuck they want to do with their bodies. Good morning.
When are we gonna be honest with ourselves and admit that women are not getting plastic surgery for themselves? Like, be for real, you would not get a BBL if you lived alone on an island.
I'm not here to say that like I'm not beautiful, that I'm ugly, or that I don't like my nose. And, I think I am going to miss this cute little button nose of mine. But I'm just not a fan of it from like a profile point of view. Like if I look directly to the side, like it's not even that I have a flat nose or like a low nose bridge. It's so low that it's like concave. You know what I mean? Like it's concave. You can see the ball of my eye before the bridge of my nose. Like I don't have a nose bridge at all. And, it's something that I have been pretty insecure about since I was a little kid, and especially growing up in like an Asian immigrant family, like everyone tells me, like, you should get a nose job by the time you're like 20. So unfortunately, this wasn't 100% my choice. This is just me taking advantage of the opportunity while, you know, what's that saying? Strike the gong while it's still hot. Strike the something while it's still hot. Take advantage of the opportunity while it's still there, is what I'm trying to say. And with it being the new year, and my mom's coming with me. She's taking about a week off work to help me like with the surgery and be there for me, help me recover, things like that. I just want to get it done and over with. This mascara is like starting to dry out. Oh dear. Hello? Son? Alright, bye for now, I guess. By the time this video comes out, I will already be in Texas. But yeah, the surgery is scheduled for Tuesday, and I plan to have this video out by next week, so I will most likely have it already done, and my face is gonna be busted up. Today is Thursday, and I leave for my flight like early in the morning on Monday, and I still need to buy like a carry-on luggage. Like I have a checked luggage from when I went to Italy, but like I borrowed a carry-on from one of my relatives and it like got destroyed when I came back to Denver, because I ended up like checking in the carry-on instead of like carrying it with me when I was in Germany. So unfortunately, I do have to spend a pretty penny on a new carry-on luggage because I simply don't have one. And as someone who does want to get into traveling, especially just going to like different US cities and states within this next year, I'm gonna need a carry-on regardless. So, but yeah, those are my 3 major life updates. I have a 4th one, but I don't know if I should talk about it yet because it's not that big of an update. You know what? I'll tell you anyway. I woke up this morning to some great news. Last month, I applied to the Denver Ad School Accelerator Program, and it's one of those applications where it's like you basically fill out a form on their website. I was the person who like honestly tried really hard, and I low-key like busted my ass for a couple weeks trying to get like the presentation and the materials done. So when I submitted it, I didn't get like a confirmation email or anything. So I didn't even know if the application went through. But thankfully it did. I got an update Tuesday morning that they received my application and that they would reach out if you got accepted into the program and things like that. And this morning, it's literally the day after New Year's. I woke up at like 7-ish today, but then I went back to sleep and I snoozed for like another 3 hours, so I didn't get up until 10. And then when I finally checked my phone, I see this email and they're like, hey, we want you. And I was like, oh, oh. I didn't think I would receive this good news so soon. But yeah, I got accepted into the DAD Accelerator program. If you don't know what Denver Ad School, or DAD, is, it's basically like a post-grad portfolio school that helps art directors, strategists, copywriters get into the ad industry. And I graduated last year with my degree in digital design, and that is very, graphic design focused. I've talked to a couple of my professors, and they're like, hey, I think you would make it as like, in an art direction or like a leadership role. And, that's something that I've wanted for myself as well. So yeah, I'm basically going to be taking like 2 classes for the next couple of months. One is going to be on campaign development, and then another one is going to be on like Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator basics, but a little more advanced. It's meant for everyone, so there will probably be some things I've learned already, but maybe I'll encounter some new things along the way. Again, you learn something new every day, especially if you're in graphic design. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And literally a couple of days ago when I ended my contract job, like I genuinely thought I was gonna be like doing nothing for the next couple of months, but now I'm doing something, and that is really good news. Wait, I have a blush that I just got. Where is it? Oh my freaking gosh, where is it? I didn't put it in my makeup bag. Oh, it's here. I got a new Romand blush. This is blueberry chip. This is a blush that I think would suit me very well because I have pretty like light, fair skin. I haven't tried it, so let's try it today. Cute. 2024. What the heck even was 2024? I felt like I've gone through like 3 entirely different lifetimes in just the span of that year. Like so much has happened, and a lot of it was like good things that happened, but there were some things that didn't go very well. And I made like a photo series on TikTok and Instagram on that. It's this trend where it's like, oh, I'm mad that I didn't do anything in 2024. But then the reality is, like, I did do a lot of things. It's just that it's been such an overwhelming year that I tend to focus on the negatives more than the positives. And some of the negative things were very substantial, at least to me. And unfortunately, I think, as most human beings are, we tend to focus on the negatives more than the positives. And I think it's such a good trend to remind yourself that, like, I think with living in a capitalist society and having to prioritize, doing more, making more money, optimizing your life so that you can do more with less time and doing more, that it's kind of easy to get lost in the grind and in the rat race. And especially for me after graduating college, and as well as me working that corporate job for 4 months, like I kind of felt like I lost myself a bit there. So I do want to spend 2025 focusing more on what I want out of life and focusing more on the things that bring me joy and that are fulfilling to me. I think another way to describe 2024 for me personally was that it was a very successful year in terms of me doing the things that society expects me to do. Like, ever since I was in high school, the only thing that I cared about and worried about was going to college. And 4 years later, I was done with college. Like, I have my degree. And then the next thing was like, get a job. And then, it's that typical life path of going up in a straight line that you go to school, you go to college, you get a good job, and you're set for life. Obviously, that is not the case anymore. And everyone is disillusioned by it, and everyone is tired. I'm tired of it. I think there have been a lot of things that have failed people this year in terms of the systems that we live in and the society that we live in, and especially in the United States, just like our crumbling infrastructure. And it's disheartening and it's very like disillusioning to have to experience all these things through no fault of your own. Like, this isn't an individual moral failing that, you couldn't get a job after graduating, or that you are working minimum wage and you can't even afford groceries and rent. Like, that just shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be a thing. And I myself am in a privileged position where My mom is supporting me in a lot of ways. Like, I'm still living at home, so I'm able to save up money. I'm able to have enough money saved up so that I get to indulge and spend money on things that I want and things that I think will improve my life and to get a head start in being a creative. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who aren't in that sort of position, and I just wish it wasn't that way. It sucks to believe in the world of like, suck it up, like life is gonna be unfair no matter what. And yeah, it is true. And I really do wish that our life was more dignified and fair and just. But unfortunately, like, that just isn't the way life is. And similar to what I said before about me getting a nose job, like, we don't live in a kind society. We don't live in like a post beauty standard, post capitalist, post, patriarchal, post oppression type of place where like sexism doesn't exist, where racism doesn't exist, where colorism doesn't exist, where all the isms don't exist. Simply because time is passing doesn't mean that we're making progress as a society. And, we've seen people go back in terms of trends and politics and just the way that our social and visual culture has gone. But also there's been sort of like a subculture, counterculture happening of people saying, hey, we don't want to go back. We're gonna still be radical and in our truest, most authentic, dare I say, futuristic selves. And a part of me is like wanting to embrace that a little bit more through things like getting tattoos or dyeing my hair. I feel like throughout high school and college, like, I've looked the same for the most part. Like, I have experimented with my style. I have experimented with makeup and trying to elevate myself in certain ways. But I feel like even then I was doing it within the mold and within the box of what society thinks is like cute and chic and like trendy. And now I kind of want to be more alt, dare I say.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Shimmy, shimmy, pop. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. Shimmy, shimmy, pop.
So yeah, I have like a tattoo appointment scheduled a few weeks from now. I was originally going to do it before the new year, but then like the nose job thing came up and I had to schedule an appointment for that. So I'm moving it to the end of the month. I also have an appointment to dye my hair next week. So that's the same week as my nose job. And unfortunately, I might have to cancel that. There aren't any other dates for me with that particular hairstylist, so we'll see. We'll see if I'll be able to dye my hair within this month, but if not, it's whatever. I'll just move it to a later date, move it to next month. What next? Highlight. No, I have to do my under eyes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna do a bit of like Iguosel. Cute. Okay, now we're moving on to highlight. Why is makeup so exhausting? Why am I sweating? I shouldn't be sweating. I'm low-key gonna miss my nose, I'm not gonna lie. It's really cute. Moving on to lips. I honestly don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna line my lips and we'll decide. Oh, that's messy. Ooh. I'm not a fan. Let's do the early 2000s like concealer lip type thing that I've been loving. Oh, it's actually hot in here. Damn. This is Max Modesty. This is like my first proper nude lipstick, and it's not even that pale. It's literally just the same color as my lips. And unfortunately, I do love it. Paying 25 bucks just for my lips to basically look the same, kind of into it. Go in with Nudie Step. This is the Kiko Milano gloss that I got in Italy, and I'm basically done with it. I don't know if you can even tell. But yeah, that is basically it. I look really cute. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me New Year's video, even though I'm not going out, really. If anything, I might just go to Macy's to get a carry-on luggage because I need to buy that. My mom has been pestering me and I just haven't done it. But yeah, more casual vlog style-ish videos to come, more video essays to come on the main channel. I think I'm just gonna upload this on my second channel. I might as well. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Listen, New Year, say me. Because look at me, I'm sexy. Wow, so sexy. Do you change perfection? Nah, I smell success. Ugh, you smell jealousy, bitch. Happy New Year.